My philosophy of the kitchen is the naturality and sincerity. Because I'm born in the boat, so when I'm beside of the ocean or the sea, I can remember all my young, my children near to the ocean, wake up and smelling the scent of the sea. Always the memory go with my father very early in the morning to fishing. Or even wait him come back with some fish, eating. My mother cooked this very nice fish, you know. Ocean is too much important for me. It's not really the sea let me become chef, but it's the sea first respect any product God give it to us. Any product when I go away, I don't want to give it too much painful before they die. So with this technique, they let the lobster or langoustine on this side or any crustacean or crab, they drinking the cold water and the sweet water. So they singing strange, but need to drink until it's like sleeping. At the beginning, me is true, I want to do the captain. When I tell them to my parents, was shocked. But at least at final, they cannot stop to me to be my passion and then accept this. I was 14, then I started in Sicily, my hometown, Siracusa. Because my teacher in F&B school has a restaurant, and I asked him if I can go to training on weekend and see what's happening in a really restaurant. So even I washed the dish for help them, but staying in the kitchen was already something get me really happy. Because my first step was in Milano, then was Four Seasons Hotel for me. After was London. Because already in London we go to touching the star Michelin. So of course I was the Sicilian coming there for 3 months around. Why you are here? You send you here, go away. But no want to lose. When I get my first star Michelin in Paris, in Italian restaurant in Royal Musso, it was so special because at the time French and Italian, you know, was very, very competitive. And have an Italian restaurant with a star in French, like Mission Impossible, something like this. That night, when I started cooking for them, for the amuse-bouche, starter, risotto, really, I go to laundry 3 times to change my jacket 3 times. And then the 4th time was when I go outside to see them. I was just waiting. And then when I go there, I go first to Mr. Robuchon. It was like this table. And then say, you are Angelo. Okay, finally I know you. And they say, how was that? So you do this risotto for us? I say, yes, I hope it was okay. And then he stand, so automatically every certain people stand too. I started to, I was like this to say, thank you. Even cried. First thing, the most important, can touch me a lot, is the question of doing always at the beginning. It's coming to you, see how passion you put or how good you do some dish, And then he asks you, let me know if this same dish you do for your mama, your mother, your father, your family, you would do same. Of course, if I do for my family, I put more attention, more perfect. Voila, it's a mistake. Because until you don't treat every single people, friend, customer, whatever you're cooking for, and you don't put the same heart you're doing like your family or your good friend, you cannot be cook. Show the perfect. To be perfect must to keep a standard, the high level. All my master teach me fusion is confusion. I open my mind, I use my basic recipe, but I do in contemporary way. For example, I give you some simple example about today, our risotto with green bean, squid and black ink. If I can remember, maybe my mother or my grandmother when they prepared this one on Sunday, so I take this recipe and I separate in a single piece and then I put together in a very nice colors. So this is in contemporary way. And especially I don't like anything about fusion or fake or chemical on my plate. Everything you can see look already beautiful. Then is my important stock I use for the risotto with fish, risotto with meat or risotto with vegetable. So my stock have to be really very pure color. I know very well Mr. Robuchon is like very much use the chicken stock, especially in the risotto with the parmesan and white truffle. I don't know, I always agree with him for sure. But for this part, I always take many fights from him because I want to follow him my way. I want to stay in the kitchen always. Even with my computer, I want to stay in the kitchen. Me, I need to work with something live, something giving me happiness. Like artichoke, if you mistake, it became black. But really, I tell you something, sometimes people don't believe that this any single dish my customer or my friend who come into my restaurant to eating must to be tried by myself. Sometimes it's too late when you're feeling, this is a little bit too much salt. So you expect this table maybe have a complaint. Say, yeah, I know, sorry, say sorry to them, ask if we can do one more time. The kitchen get all my time for her. I'm too much want to be I don't say perfect, because perfect maybe only Robuchon. I want to be 100% inside of achieve the goal.